Namaste and welcome, dear viewers. Sudevi Dasi, and today we embark on a journey that connects stars and scriptures, atoms and awareness, language and legacy. Welcome to episode 2 of Sanskrit, Sanskriti and Indian Diaspora, where ancient wisdom meets modern insight. Our theme today is the Bhagavad Gita's scientific vision, Sanskrit heritage and the Indian diaspora. With us once again is the ever-thoughtful Dr. Kamal Kishor Mishra, whose insight into Sanskrit and the Bhagavad Gita helps us uncover how eternal truths continue to shape our modern world. Dr. Mishra, welcome back once again.
Thank you, Sudevi Dasi ji. I am, in fact, very happy to be here again and discussing this very important topic.
Dr. Mishra, the Bhagavad Gita is often viewed as purely philosophical or spiritual, but what scientific vision does it offer us?
So it's a very beautiful question, very thought-provoking question. Actually, the Bhagavad Gita speaks not only to the soul, but also to modern science. It speaks of energy, time cycle, matter, and consciousness. Verses 9.7 reflects the law of conservation of energy, the cycle birth and dissolution of the universe. It's a poetic blueprint of what modern cosmology is just beginning to grasp. Lord Krishna speaks of the dissolution and recreation of the universe in the endless cycles. This aligns with what modern cosmology now describes as the oscillating universe.
So these are not just metaphors, is it?
Not at all. Actually, they are poetic but profound. The Bhagavad Gita does not just preach, it represents metaphysics framework. What is deeply observational in nature. It speaks the rhythm of creation and dissolution, of cycle, time, and interconnected forces, which is not far removed from what modern science explores through physics, cosmology, and the system theory. Take for instance, Lord Krishna outlines how the material world operates under laws and how consciousness, not just biological awareness, but a non-material forces pervades and governs that matter reality. These are the themes echoed in the quantum mechanics, where the observer influence outcomes, and the neuroscience, where consciousness still eludes definition. What science is now uncovering with telescopes and practical escalators, the Bhagavad Gita explored through introspection and inner vision. What we call darshana and both paths ultimately seek the same truth, the Satya, Satyam, Param, Dhimahi. You know, in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, Lord Krishna says, Prakritim Swam Avastabhya Visrajami Punah Punah. It means, I generate these mirrored forms again and again. It's a cyclic version of time and matter, mirroring what we understand through the Big Bang, black holes, and cosmic re-expansion. Bhagavad Gita's cosmology is not a speculative, it's a scientific. I can say the Bhagavad Gita also introduces Purusha and Prakriti, consciousness and matter. Purusha means consciousness and Prakriti means matter. This duality parallels the observer and observed in quantum mechanics.
So like the quantum observer effect, is it?
That's a brilliant connection. The Bhagavad Gita says consciousness shapes reality. The quantum observer effect suggests the acts of observation influences the behavior of particles. That reality, in some senses, is not fully determined until it observed. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna repeatedly emphasizes that consciousness is not a byproduct of matter, it is a prime mover. He refers to the soul or a Atman as eternal observer, distinct from the body and the mind, yet capable of shaping experience and perception. The Bhagavad Gita proposes that material world, means Prakriti, is animated and transformed through the presence of Purusha, the conscious principle. Even the Bhagavad Gita discussions on cyclic time, transforming of energy, and the interplay of three gunas, Sattva-guna, Rajva-guna, these all resonate with what we are now uncovering it's in cosmology and system theory. So, Sudevi Dasi ji, yes, the parallels are not only striking, they point toward a universal pattern of truth explored through different lenses. The seer's vision in the Bhagavad Gita and the scientist's lens in the lab.
Let's shift to the language of the Bhagavad Gita, Sanskrit. Many don't realize how advanced it is, even scientifically. Please, sir, can you explain this?
I can, thank you so much for such type of question. Absolutely, I will explain. Sanskrit is not just a language. It's a system of logic. In fact, it's often called the language of algorithm. The ancient grammarian Panini's Ashtadhyayi, over 2,500 years ago, composed the Ashtadhyayi, the world's first formal comprehensive grammar system that operates like a computational linguistic or computational system. It uses meta rules, syntax trees, and transformational logic, much like what we see in modern programming language. Each rule is precise, recursive, and designed to generate countless valid expositions just like an algorithm. What's remarkable is that this was done without computers. It's a self-contained linguistic enigma, centuries ahead of its own time. Today, the researchers even explore Sanskrit as a potential base for artificial intelligence and computational linguistics. So I can say, yes, Sanskrit is not just a poetic language, it's a profoundly scientific language. Did you know NASA even explored Sanskrit for artificial intelligence because of its precision and minimal ambiguity.
So the very language of the Bhagavad Gita is like an ancient AI framework that aligns with how we are programming machines today.
Yes. And beyond, Sanskrit affects consciousness. It programs human thought. Its vibrational patterns influence the body and the mind. In modern science, we are rediscovering this in sound therapy and frequency-based healing. Sanskrit is not just a language, always remember. It's vibration, energy, precision, all at once. That's why it was chosen for our highest philosophers and scientific insights.
Let's think of time. The Bhagavad Gita's view is not linear, but cyclical. Isn't that also a scientific insight?
Sudevi Dasi ji, yes, I agree. Indeed, I can say like this. The Bhagavad Gita presents Kalpa, cycle of time, which resemble modern cosmology's Big Bang, Big Crunch theory. The ancient were not guessing. They are observing the patterns in stars, seasons, and consciousness.
Dr. Mishra, as we close, what is one thought you'd like our viewers to carry with them today?
Let's the Bhagavad Gita by your mirror and by your map. Its vision is not just spiritual. Always remember, it's scientific, linguistic, and deeply human. Sanskrit, as its vessel, still speaks. And through this Bharatiya Indian Diaspora, that ancient voice continues to echo into the future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mishra, for this deeply enlightening journey from the cosmos to the codes, from vibrations to values. And dear viewers, as we have seen today, the Bhagavad Gita is not just a scripture, it's a scientific compass, a linguistic marvel, and a universal guide for all time. Let us reconnect with our Sanskriti, not just through rituals, but through rediscovery. Because in every verse of the Bhagavad Gita lies a vision, not of the past, but of a future rooted in wisdom as we rediscover Sanskrit, Sanskriti, and Indian Diaspora. Until next time, Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Namaskar to everyone.